With Félix Bautista hitting the shelf here in 2026, the Orioles absolutely have to go out and acquire a top-end closer. Who, might you ask? Man, I can't tell you. I've pulled a bunch of different stats here, and I want you to look over it yourself, and you let me know who you think the Orioles should grab. So the first one I pulled here, Emilio Pagan, obviously 68.2 innings this year, 2.88 ERA. You can see his hits, doubles, and home runs, 22 earned, 22 walks to 81 Ks, 168 average against, 10.6 K per 9, 2.9 walks per 9, which means he's striking out on average 10.6 batters per 9 innings and walking 2.9 batters per 9 innings. He had a .92 whip, which is excellent, and a 3.91 xFIP. Now, when you look here, he does have a three-pitch mix here. He's got a four-seam, a splitter, and a cutter. He throws the four-seam about 61% of the time, the split about 20% of the time, and the cutter about 19% of the time. He hums it up there just shy of 96 miles an hour on the fastball. And as you can see here, his MLB percentile rankings for 2025. Next on my list here, Edwin Diaz, 66.1 innings, 1.63 ERA. He was considered probably the best closer in baseball this year. 37 hits, 6 doubles, 4 home runs, 12 earned, 21 walks to 98 strikeouts, 164 average against. Again, with that strikeout per 9, 13.3, outstanding, 2.8 walks per 9, .87 whip, and a 2.49 xFIP. This guy does not put many guys on base. Two-pitch pitcher, four-seam slider, still hums it up just shy of 98 miles an hour, and a slider at just under 90. And as you can see by his percentile rankings, one of the best in the game. We move on here to Devin Williams. Devin did not have the season that he wanted here in New York, but it was still okay by some means here. He had 62 innings, a 4.79 ERA, 45 hits, 33 earned, 25 walks to 90 Ks. He still had that strikeout pitch rolling for him. 197 average against, 13.1 Ks per 9, 3.6 walks per 9, which is a little up there, 1.13 whip, and a 2.95 xFIP. Now, two-pitch pitcher, primarily throws the changeup. Four seams sits under just about 95 miles an hour. The changeup is really good at 83 miles an hour. You can see his percentile rankings. He still has a high chase rate, still has a high whiff rate, still has a high K rate. His walks were a little troublesome. The off-speed value obviously was pretty good. The metrics on Devin Williams are still good, just had a pretty down year in New York. I still think this guy can offer a lot at his age. He's just 28 years old. But we're moving to the next guy, a lot of guys' favorite, Robert Suarez. Suarez, 69.2 innings, so just shy of 70, 2.97 ERA, 47 hits, 23 earned, 16 walks, outstanding, 75 Ks, and a 189 average against, 9.7 Ks per 9, 2.1 walks per 9, .90 whip, and a 3.33 xFIP. Three-pitch pitcher, four-seam change and a sinker, and he still runs it up, just shy of 99 miles an hour here. Change up at 90 and a sinker at 98.5. I mean, good luck there, right? As you can see, his percentile rankings, the fastball value, still pretty good. The average exit velo was pretty high this year, which kind of means that four-seamer's pretty flat. K rates are still pretty good. The barrel percentage is a little high. Hard hit percentage is a little high. Ground ball ratio is a little low. So you get what you get with Robert Suarez. He is 35 years old. He is looking for a multi-year deal. How much longer can he keep up the velo? And when that velo starts dropping and you can tell it's pretty straight, how effective is he going to be? Remains to be seen. Pete Fairbanks has been an under-the-radar kind of guy this year in his career, really. So 60.1 innings, 2.83 ERA, 45 hits, 19 earned, 18 walks to just 59 Ks. The Ks are going down with him just a little bit. 201 average against, 8.8 K per 9, 2.7 walks per 9, 1.04 whip, and a 3.76 xFIP. Now, he's a four-pitch pitcher, so it makes him, trying to figure out what he's throwing a little bit harder. Still throws 97 miles an hour, and, that changeup at 94, I don't know how effective, just a 3-mile-an-hour difference is. It does run a good bit, but he doesn't throw that often. So he is more of a slider guy, so he's considered a power pitcher. As you can tell here, the barrel percentage, 4.8% barrels last year. That's outstanding. The fastball velo is still pretty good. The average exit velo is kind of high, so that means that four-seamer, again, is a little bit straight. Doesn't have a ton of movement or anything. Maybe should throw the cutter more. I'm not sure. But the big thing with Pete, as you can see here with his arm angle on the picture here to my right, 59 degrees. I mean, he's straight up over the top. So you get a good look at that ball for a long time. And, some of these other guys like Diaz was a 12 degree. It's harder to pick up when it's sidearm like that. Pete's still pretty good. He's a free agent, fairly young in the reliever market, but it's a guy that a lot of people like. I think he would actually fit here pretty well. Rasiel Iglesias, 67.1 innings, 3.21 ERA, 51 hits, 24 earned, 16 walks to 73 Ks. 206 average against, 1.0 whip, 378 FIP. You guys can see the numbers. He is also a 4-pitch pitcher. 4-seam running up to about 95, a changeup to about 88. You'd like to get that a little bit lower. Pretty decent sinker there, and a slider 10% of the time. Not a whole lot. But you see the percentile rankings, he's pretty good. The breaking ball value at a 6, which looks at a -8. Not very good, so that means that changeup and the slider is probably not moving a whole lot. But everything else looks pretty good. I mean, chase rate, whiff rate, K rate, all that's above average for major leagues, and the arm angle at 31 kind of makes it a little funky, but he's a guy I think that could also help, and his name is getting pretty hot right now in free agency. These guys that I like to look at how they finish their season. A lot of times, a full season, you can start really hot. I like to see how you end the season. Where you getting hit around a little bit, where you kind of getting a little tired towards the end, because quite frankly, I need you in October. So I like to look at their second half stats. Diaz had a great second half here at a 1.59 ERA with a 38.1% K rate, outstanding, and a 173 average against. Pretty good for him. Iglesias, 30 innings, 1.76 ERA, so he finished off pretty strong there. 0.75 whip, 136 average against. The 4.16 xFIP, a little odd there. Suarez, just under 30 innings there, 2.17 ERA, another good finish to his season, 167 average against, 0.72 whip, not putting many guys on base, and a 299 xFIP. Now, Pagan, I would say this is pretty decent, 2.83 ERA to finish out his 28.2 innings, 27.4% K rate, 188 averaged against, and just under a 1 whip. And again, that xFIP kind of makes you a little question a couple things, 4.06. Fairbanks, 24 innings, 2.96 ERA, 29.8% K rate, just about 30%, 213 average against, and a 3.16 xFIP. Pretty solid second half there. Devin Williams, 5.06 ERA in 26 innings, just under a 40% K rate though, and under a 200 average against him, and a 234 xFIP. Things that make you scratch your head. High ERAs and low xFIPs. High leverage. I love looking at these, and I get picked on a lot considering people saying that I'm cherry picking these stats. I'm sorry. I want to know what my closer is going to do in the heat of the moment when a game-changing play is about to happen. And wouldn't you know it, Edwin Diaz leads it with a 1.99 ERA. This guy, tough to hit. What I love about it, 81.7% left on base. Did not let many guys score when he came in. Next best was Pete Fairbanks, 4.5, 61.9% left on base. Pagan, 503, 42.9% left on base. Suarez, 516. I think that probably surprises a lot of people with a 42% left on base. Iglesias, 6.23. And then Devin Williams down there, 8.69 with a 24.8% left on base. I really don't think Devin Williams is that bad, to be completely honest with you. I think Devin Williams just had a rough season. Again, still 28 years old. I think he's still got a lot left in the tank. That changeup is still pretty good. But, I mean, looking at all these different stats here, if you can't land Edwin Diaz, and obviously I'm pretty sure every team in baseball wants Edwin Diaz, and he's going to get a fat paycheck because of it, who else would you want from this list? Now, there are other closers out there. I just happen to choose these guys because I had to cut it off somewhere. Once you got above a 5 ERA, or I think it was like a 4.5 total ERA for the season, I kind of cut you off besides Devin Williams. I believe Devin Williams could probably still pitch here pretty well. Pagan I like a lot. Fairbanks I like a lot. I think those two guys fit our system pretty well. Diaz, obviously you want one of the best guys in the world. I would take Robert Suarez. What concerns me with him is being 35 years old and wanting a multi-year deal. How much are you going to pay a 35-year-old in the back end of your bullpen when that fastball starts to lose velocity? What happens? There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts, but I feel like that this crop of free agent closers here is pretty good. And if the Orioles go out and secure them, at least one of these guys, they're in very good shape. But what do you guys think? After you've seen some of this going through here, seen the numbers, you have your personal favorites. Let me know down in the comments section, who do you like the best? Who should the Orioles go after? And if you like this kind of thing, please like, subscribe, comment on this video, and I'll catch you guys later.